Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Justin here. Today I think it's the best time to be doing this video simply because tomorrow is maintenance and all we've got left is probably about a day to decide whether or not Tilith is still worth it and whether, you know, it's she's worth your lapis that you're gonna spend on probably the Final Fantasy X banner. Now, first things first, if you guys have less than 5k lapis or 5k lapis alone, please do not continue to summon for Tilith. This is a disclaimer simply because if you guys are not in the loop, well, we are gonna get a confirmed 5 stars, guaranteed 5-star anniversary celebration banner whereby you'll need to spend 5k lapis on this banner and you'll be guaranteed a 5-star unit. So do save up 5k lapis just for this, which is coming after maintenance, which is tomorrow. So we've got like a day or so to decide whether or not the rest of your tickets, or probably for those of you out there who don't have Tilith and have more than 5k lapis banked in your lapis bank, let's go through whether it's worth it to do so. Alright, so as you can see down, sorry, not down, on my left hand side, down here I've got a list of it's like a summary of whether you should or should not go for the units. Alright, so essentially I got all the units here, and I just want to show you guys the stats of these units after their passives has been added. Tilith without passives has the lowest HP. So I'm going through Tilith first because everything is gonna be a comparison to her. So I'm gonna go through her kit, then followed by the competitors in a sense. Alright, so Tilith here has 3.3k HP, Refia 3.4, and Y'shtola about 3k around there also. Do take note that without passives, Tilith has like the lowest base HP, but after the passives has been kicked in, Tilith is about Y'shtola's level, slightly higher, about 50 HP more. And just to show you guys, they have no equipment on them as well as no espers. So these are all pure unit stats. They are not they have not been what do you call that, potted in any sense as well. As you can see, yeah, no pots at all. So this is the pure base stat you're gonna get off a unit. Alright, as you can see, the spirit count, Refia still wins the spirit battle here as well as the HP. Magic wise is definitely goes to Tilith, so that is about stat wise. And Y'shtola here has the lowest MP of 190 while Tilith has the highest of 218. So yep. Okay, so let's move on over to the list. As you can see, Tilith's kit, right, she has no magic, so she cannot dual cast anything. All of her skills are abilities, so it's under special. She has an AoE 100% HP heal, revive, and dispel. This is not all in one skill, alright. AoE 100% HP heal, that is the 45 MP Radiant Light. This is the one, fully restore HP for all allies. She has AoE revive to full health, so it's actually AoE full revive. It is the one that costs 70 MP, Goddess's Revelation, revive and fully restore all allies. And AoE dispel, sealed light, remove all status effects from all enemies. So these are all very very crucial because these are the very important skills that only Tilith has as of now. Alright, so this is, yeah. And then she also has a 40% AoE all stat buff, which is this one, Celestial Light, boost attack, defense, magic and spirit for all allies. This is 40%. 45% all elemental resistance. I think it's a Rainbow Veil right here. It boosts all elements except for dark by 45%. So that is, if you compare that to Marie, Marie has a move called Love You All. That does 50% to all elements. So if you are not fighting a dark enemy, enemy that has a dark element to him, Tilith can be like a go-to green mage in a sense. Yep. So you do not need to bring a dedicated green mage. For example, you want to bring Minfilia or you want to bring Sirius. You do not need that. You have Tilith to do that for you. Yes. So next we have the good thing about Tilith is that she has innate 10% MP recovery. So that's something to take note. It's really very important because all of her skills take quite a bit of MP, as you can see. So yep, and she has this trait, Sacred Ground, which decreased chance of being targeted by 75%. So that is huge because her HP pool is not very stellar, but this will help her in surviving. It's very important that she survives because in case, you know, a lot of times when you maybe forget a threshold and then the opponent, sorry, the boss goes ahead and kills your entire team, but if it's not an AoE attack, I mean, kills your entire team, and you know, if Tilith is still around, she can AoE revive your entire team to full HP. So, yep, that's something very good. And of course, she's our Brave Frontier goddess waifu, so she's like beautiful. That's like so good. Her sprite looks amazing. All right. So yeah. So her downsides is that her HP is lower. Not the lowest, but it's low HP stat as compared to Refia, of course. You can't dual cast her skills because all of them are abilities. So as I mentioned before, like if you bring a green mage along with you, she can be like a second green mage in a sense. But if you want her to be a green mage, a healer, and she is slot efficient, but you cannot just expect to bring Tilith and then get everything covered simply because she cannot dual cast her abilities. So meaning that if you want to heal, you cannot cast the elemental resistance. If you want to cast elemental resistance, you cannot heal. And also, many a times you will find that if let's say you use Tilith and Tilith alone, if let's say you have a team and one of your members is dead, let's say your tank is dead, and then you have your damage dealer at about 10% HP, you will run into this problem whereby you will either choose to heal your damage dealer, or you will need to go ahead and revive your tank. Now, of course, the wise thing to do is to revive your tank. But the thing is, what I'm getting at is that imagine, like, you know, you run into this situation, so you can't really rely on one character, which is Tilith alone. You'll need to bring usually when you're fighting bosses, you'll bring more than one support unit, so that is something to take note. Alright, so next is she cannot cure Petrify, so that is something to take note as well, because her Goddess's Miracle here, it says heal, cure poison, blind, sleep, silence, paralysis, confusion to all allies. This is very similar to one of Ram's trait. Ram has a skill whereby it heals and also cures all status ailments, including Petrify, but sadly Tilith doesn't. And but not to worry, because if you guys have the new Esper Lakshmi, right? Lakshmi actually has in her skill node, she can learn I think it's called Stona. Yeah, so that will enable the unit that the Esper is attached on to use to cure petrification. But then again, I must stress that Tilith cannot dual cast, so if you want to use that, you cannot use another ability. Alright, excuse me. Okay, so next thing is she cannot hold staffs and weapons. As you can see, her weapon selection is extremely extremely limited. So she cannot hold any weapons at all, meaning that usually when you hold staffs and rods, the spirit that you gain from those equipment, you are unable to get it on Tilith. Usually the build that people go for is that they will probably, you know, equip Charlotte's TM, equip heavy shields, and then we'll go ahead and equip hero shield or any kind of shield on her to give her extra survivability. And hero shield is very good on Tilith because number one, it gives elemental resistance, and number two, it gives additional defense. So It's very good in the sense that if in the case that your Tilith still gets attacked despite the Sacred Ground passive right here, she has the ability to tank a few hits. Alright, so usually what people will go for is maybe they will pop a Cat Ear Hood for additional elemental resistance, but for today I'm actually putting my Cat Ear Hood on my Noctis because I have a Noctis for the Maxwell Trial solo. So that's that. Let me touch on that later. But anyways, so the builds for Tilith is as such lah. It's usually they'll put a shield on her. You don't really want to equip staff on her. It's not really worth a material slot. And if something to take note is that you guys must have more, like, you know, survivability TMs in order to like get the most out of Tilith, because Tilith is pretty paper. So if you do not have a lot of survivability TMs to make her survive, although she has Sacred Ground, it's something to take note. So if let's say you guys do not have a lot of those TMs in your kit, in your inventory, you may want to think twice before you continue pulling for Tilith, because you may not be able to maximize her abilities. I mean, her abilities are good. I mean, you are unable to use her to the maximum potential because she cannot survive the onslaught. So yep. And next is that she has a mediocre limit burst. Her limit burst is not very exceptional. It's just restore HP, cure poison, silence and paralysis, and boost LB gauge fill rate. If I'm not wrong, that is a single target, so you do not get to cure HP for the entire party. It's just one unit. Yeah, so the next thing that's bad about her is that she's a limited time unit, and although she's a 4-star base, she's basically a 5-star within a 4-star crystal, simply because in the banner there is 2 other 4-stars competing within that yellow crystal, so the percentages of you trying to get her is 1.58%. Really, it's almost rainbow crystal chances. So yeah, that's something to take note. Now let's move on to Refia. Refia here, as you can see, she has slightly better defense and spirit, and her HP is way up there, higher. She can hold staffs and rods as well, so that is something very already ahead of Tilith. Okay, let's go through her in the list. Alright, she's really relatively easy to obtain. That is very true. You do any summon, you get a 4-star crystal, you do your dailies, most probably she's already in your team. She's just lying there. The only problem with her is that yeah, I'll get to that. Okay, the next thing is that she has innate resistance to most ailments. As you can see here, there is nothing that I'm equipping on her, but she is resistant to silence, paralysis, confusion, as well as petrify. All of this status ailments, except for sleep, right, are very, very important for your healer, simply because you do not want your healer to be disabled in a sense, so that you know, you cannot heal for the turn and whatnot. So that is very good. Next, she has a skill called Embolden. It's a trait which boosts attack and defense for all allies for 45%. So Tilith does 40% for all stats, but that one is for 2 turns. Tilith's 40% AoE all stat is for 2 turns, while Refia's Embolden for attack and defense at 45% is for 5 turns. So that's something to take note as well. She can heal surviving units plus single target revive. As I mentioned just now, if you have a tank that is dead and you have a damage dealer that is, you know, 10% HP, you can go ahead and revive, full life the tank. This is in the context that Refia has dual cast, because you really need dual cast for Refia to work, or not. Refia is you cannot really fight any of the later content without dual cast on Refia anymore, simply because you cannot just get away with one heal and that's it. You'll most probably need a revive and a heal, or maybe a double heal. So Yeah, like I mentioned in here, sorry, just skipped. Refia needs dual cast to unlock her full potential. That is crucial. You need load mills TM. Alright, so next is she can, oh yeah, like I mentioned, can heal surviving units and single target revive. Next is she has a TM which is pretty useful. It's a mentality which is MP 20% and spirit 30%. So it's very good because in later content you'll find that a lot of times you'll need a lot of spirit, especially for your tanks. This is why Wilhelm's TM is so future proof in the sense that because it gives a lot of spirit and a lot of defense, which is very much required in the trials next time, simply because of one thing. Because the trials next time, the moment you go in, the boss will whack you first. You are unable to boost your defense in any kind of sense. You won't be able to provoke beforehand. So whatever that you enter with, you will need to make sure that you survive the initial onslaught first, which is why TMs like here, this one boost MP by 20% and spirit 30%. These kind of defensive TMs will become very good in the upcoming trials. Alright, so the next thing is that she is a chocobo waifu. So that is something we all know. The moment you finish a fight, the chocobo comes running along. It looks very cute. So if you guys have what's his name? The chocobo guy. I have him right here. I forgot his name. Yes, if you guys have Yoon, yeah, this is the wife. So yeah, but anyways, oh yes, I forgot to mention about Tilith's TM right here. It's 100%. Basically, it's like a ribbon material. It's a 100% all ailments resist material. So it's something similar to Seven's TM. It's discernment. Something is exactly the same. It's just that it's different names. So yep. Now the bad thing is about Refia. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, she needs dual cast to unlock her full potential. It's very important, or not she will be kind of like not very useful. Her heals may not be sufficient nowadays in a sense that because she heals via her best heal is Kiraja, alright. So nowadays we have a lot of tanks which HP goes up to like 8k or 9k. Even if you double Kiraja, it's not gonna be enough, simply because you cannot fill the entire HP bar. So if you guys have a tank out there that is like 9k or 10k, if you guys have Wilhelm out there, you can easily reach 11k with survival edges, and then Asha's talisman, 30% HP materials. You can hit the 10k mark. For example, right here, let me just show you. As you can see, Wilhelm right here, you can easily hit the 10k mark. So double Kiraja is not gonna be enough, definitely. So that is where Tilith shine, because you're able to, no matter how much HP you guys are lost, you're able to fully restore that HP. It's like an elixir. Alright, so that is one thing. The next thing is that her limit burst is not very reliable. Her limit burst is a you cure all status ailments and then it boosts defense, but it does not cure petrification, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it does not cure petrify. It cures everything. As you can see, boost defense, cure poison, blind, sleep, silence, paralysis, confusion, disease. Oh yeah, it does cure petrify. Sorry about that. Because I don't really use this skill very often, and yeah, sorry, the one I meant that she does not cure stop. As of now, there's no unit that can dispel stop, which is very sad. You can only Bushido freedom your way out of that. But anyways, the main thing is that it's not very reliable. So yep, and there is no decreased target chance like Tilith, meaning that the chances of the boss hitting, let's say, Noctis, and the chance of the boss hitting Refia is the same, and you do not want the boss to be hitting your healer, which is why provoking is very important. But then if you guys do not have you guys don't have snow, or you guys don't have you guys are relying on Cecil to protect your team, right, if you are using Caesar as a tank, Caesar does not have innate provoke, in the sense that the moment you enter a fight, Caesar does not draw the attacks to him. You'll need to cast provoke through Golem. So with that, that is something bad about Refia as well, and she does not have innate MP recovery, so that is something quite bad, because this is why Vestment of Minds, the TM from I think Aiden, the one from the Easter event, the 3-star unit, the cloak, it's very good because it casts, it gives auto MP recovery on the unit it equips on, so that is something to take note as well. So yeah, okay, so that is Refia. Now let's take a look at Y'shtola. Y'shtola is of course our free-to-play unit. She is very easy to come by. Not super easy to come by, but at least you will have one of her if you guys have went in to do the raid religiously. She's a good exclusive raid unit, and she has good exclusive raid items that you can craft if you did the raid. This is good because you do not need to, equip your TMs on her. You don't need to go ahead and farm any TM for her. She has an exclusive unit. She has exclusive items. She has Budding Maple Wand, as you can see right here. And if you equip on Y'shtola, she has an additional bonus of 10% HP and 10% MP, which is very welcomed, on top of the attack, magic and spirit stats that she's already getting. She also gets a robe, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this one right here. As you can see, exclusive to Y'shtola, 10% HP and 10% MP. On top of that, you're getting 38 defense and 45 spirit. Awesome. And then she also has her own accessory. Did I miss it? No, it's right here. Where's the ring? Oh no, I think it's the shoe. Yeah, I forgot. Open your eyes, Justin. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Sion Conjurer's Patterns. As you can see here, you equip it on her, it gives her 5% HP and 5% MP, and gives 5 defense and 10 spirit. So you go ahead and equip both. Just take a look at her stats right now. You don't really need any TMs on her. These are all readily available if you did the raid event. And then if you go ahead and pump additional materials on her, she's gonna be, very good as well. So as you can see, it's a free unit, no lapis required, and in her kit she has innate dual cast. It's called Presence of Mind. Use magic twice in one turn. This is not dual cast white magic, dual cast green magic. This is legit dual cast. Alright, and she has Protecga and Shelga, something very good because you can go ahead and cast Protecga and then cast Kiraja in case your team needs spirit for that turn, or maybe you guys need defense for that turn. You guys can go ahead and buff that. So it's pretty versatile. And then she has an ability to fully heal a unit. So in the situation where I mentioned that you guys have a tank that is dead, and the unit that is at no, now it's a different situation. Imagine now your tank is at 10% HP, so you have like a 10,000 HP tank, and double Kiraja is not gonna cut it. Well, she has an ability, it's here, 35 MP. It's called Benediction. This ability will allow her to fully heal a unit to full HP. And then she has a very useful mitigation limit burst. It's Ethereal Pulse. It will decrease damage taken to all allies for 1 turn. This is very good. This is something very similar to Wilhelm's limit burst, except for that if I'm not wrong, Wilhelm's limit burst will boost defense as well, but this one just mitigates. Alright, so this is very good in the sense that if you guys have Golem, you guys use Golem first, and then in the turn that you still need mitigation, you can go ahead and use Y'shtola's limit burst. So yeah, this will help you tight across a lot of thresholds if you guys have any problems. Yep. Next, she has a 50% decreased target chance. It's here, Shroud of Saints. It gives her this skill gives her NP regen as well as a 50% decreased target chance. It's not as high as Tilith's 75%, but you know, at least it's there. She has a decreased target chance as compared to Refia. And next, she can wield shields in her kit. Alright, so now that you have one wand here, your other hand is empty, you can go ahead and wield a shield. Very awesome. Additional spirit, additional defense, always very welcome for a healer especially. So that is something very good about your Stola. It's all covered and it's a free unit. Alright, and then she can... Sorry, yeah, she goes ahead and have a very... She has a wonderful TM. It's a material that boosts spirit by 20% when you equip it with a staff, and defense when you equip it with a robe. Now, most healers, you'll go ahead and... This is a very defense-oriented and healer-oriented TM, so you'll most probably equip this on a healer. And most healers, you'll equip with a staff as well as a robe. So, this is very, very good. Yep. And then, she has her very cute cat Neko ears right here, as you can see. Yeah, so, yep. Now, what's the bad thing about her is that she's only available during the FF14 raid summon event. So if you guys missed her, it's very unfortunate. And then next is that she has no full raise, in the sense that if, let's say, your tank or any of your units get KO'd, she will only be able to heal them, revive them to 30% HP. It's not like Refia, whereby she has full raise. Alright. And she's sort of a try-hard mage in the sense that she has this skill that converts her spirit into magic, but I don't really see, as you can see, cleric stance, boost magic and reduce spirit for caster. It's not really a conversion, but I don't see why you will do that. It's not very I mean, you're kind of like wasting a turn as well. If you want to use a mage, you guys can go ahead and you know, like, bring a mage along. Yeah, so but anyways, her skills right here, as you can see, Holy, Aurora, as well as Stone Ra, these are very welcome skills, in the sense that with her dual cast Presence of Mind, if you guys haven't cleared Gilgamesh, and then you guys you know, like maybe your wind element weapon got killed, you're unable to do any wind attacks, you guys can go ahead and use your Stola's Aurora or Aroga, or you can go ahead and use Holy as well if you guys do not have his light attack sealed for that turn. So that is something that I found out when I used Stola during the Gilgamesh trial. So she's very useful for that as well. So yeah, with that, I've come to the end of the comparison. If you guys need to, you know, see the summary right here, I'm gonna go flash through all of them quickly. You guys can go ahead and pause it and read it through again, see, and you know, yeah. So with that, I'm coming to the conclusion. It's the big question: should you summon? Should you continue? You know, trying hard for Tilith? Now, the first thing is, do you already have reliable support units? By that I mean, if you guys go into a trial and then you guys usually find out that you know, you already have decent support. If you guys have your Refias with dual cast as well as your Stola, or maybe you guys have a Link that has break, you know, has revive to entire party, although not fully, and you guys are short on Lapis or summoning tickets already, do not summon, simply because I personally think that Riku is more important, because Riku is gonna be a game changer. Yes, Riku is gonna be available in the entire summoning pool, but it's very important that you get Riku as fast as possible and farm her TM, because Riku's TM as well as a limit burst is gonna be leaps and bounds ahead of what Tilith is able to do. Because what Tilith is able to do right here, although inferior, you are able to do it with Refia. But Riku, she brings auto revive, she brings limit burst, enhance. I mean, she pumps your limit burst to, you know, how do I put it? She boosts your limit burst gauge fill rate. So that is something very good as well. She also has AOE 100% revive. Alright, so I'll do Riku's banner review very soon. But Riku is really very good in a sense that she is coupled with, you know, whatever that you already have, like maybe Riku and Refia. The thing is, you're not gonna go ahead and bring let's say, actually, in all honesty, I don't see how Refia as well as, I don't see how Tilith and Riku goes as well as Refia as well as Riku, because whatever that Tilith can do, right, Riku is able to do a bit of it, like for example the 100% AOE revive, but Tilith is able to do the 100% HP heal. But the thing is, Riku has auto revive, so I think that and when you auto revive is gonna be 80% HP. That is her limit burst. That's her limit burst. But that's the thing. Like, I know it's very like confusing and it's very hard to decide. But if you ask me, right, honestly, I do not see how you must ask yourself, how does Tilith fit in your team? If Tilith doesn't really fit in your team right now, like for example you already have Refia and Y'shtola and Tilith doesn't fit in your team, then don't go ahead and summon for Tilith. I know it's a limited unit, but I would save those tickets. Now ask yourself, how much have you spent on this banner already? Have you overspent on this banner? Are you like very poor right now? Like, how many tickets have you left? Have you exchanged all the summoning tickets from King Mok, the Brave Frontier King Mok yet? If you guys have, let's say, like as I mentioned at the start of the video, if you guys have 5k lapis left and probably 10 tickets, do not summon for Tilith anymore. She is a good unit, but it's not a unit that you'll go super crazy for. Plus, the reason why Tilith was super good time to summon, it was a very good time to summon for Tilith in the past, I mean a week ago, was simply because she's a bonus unit. She's a very good healer. She helps a lot with a lot of trials, that is for sure. And also you'll be able to get her through dailies. But now you won't be able to get her through dailies simply because there's this new like swimsuit banner, which is like a total like block. Because like I would totally still continue to do the Brave Frontier banner for half price, but for this banner I'm not even doing the half price summon for this banner. It's just not worth it. So I'm talking from a free to play standpoint here. So yeah, the next thing is, like I mentioned, Final Fantasy X banner Riku is coming this Friday. So it's very important that you guys have at least 5k lapis simply for the 5-star guaranteed summon. And then I don't see how, I mean Tilith is a game changer, but guys, if let's say you guys haven't got her already, I would say save your lapis. She is a good unit. If you got her, like, congratulations to you guys. She's kind of a game changer, but it wouldn't be as much of a game changer as Riku would be. So yeah, I think if you guys haven't got her and you guys already have decent support on your team, save your lapis. Do not try to pull for Tilith. And guys, stay tuned for the Final Fantasy X banner review coming along very soon. And if you guys like the content that I'm putting forth to you guys today, and you guys are feeling awesome, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.